Well, Neil, a couple of new faces in training this week. What do you expect Kenny Dougal and Ben Woodburn to bring to the group?
Yeah, Kenny's obviously someone we've been looking at for a number of months. Knowing he was coming out of Barnsley. He's a really good technical midfield player who connects the back to the front. Got some experience. Obviously got promoted with Barnsley out of the division not so long ago. And he'll bring a calming influence to our game in the middle of the pitch. So delighted that he's joined. And Ben will offer something different for us, either from a attacking midfield position or in the forward line. Bit of creativity, ability. He's got quality and he's got energy. So obviously worked with Ben before, worked with him for a number of years, and I know what he's about as a person and as a player. And really looking forward to both of them integrating into the squad and bringing something different to the team that I think we maybe lacked at certain times in certain games this season.
Fair to say that Ben will be a little bit more advanced in making a debut before Kenny does.
Yeah, because Ben's obviously had a pre-season with Liverpool. He's played every minute, practically every minute of every game for the Liverpool under 23 team. So he's had games. He's up to speed. Kenny hasn't. So it'll be up to us to make sure we manage his next few weeks and give him a mini pre-season and get him up to speed quick, because we've got a number of games coming up and we're going to need the bodies.
You've obviously mentioned Ben Woodburn maybe bringing something a little bit different. You know, from watching your side in pre-season, that they can score against teams like Liverpool and Everton, but just hope he adds that little bit of a missing ingredient maybe to unlock things a little bit more.
Yeah, it's different when you're playing against Liverpool and Everton, because you know that they're going to have the ball, and they might leave space for you if you can win the ball or you can counter attack. In lots of the games so far this season, we've dominated the ball, and we force teams to defend in numbers and low behind the ball, and it's hard to break opposition down who have 10 or 11 players behind the ball. So if you look at pretty much all the games we've had and the possession stats, we've always been the team that's controlled the game. What we've got to do is then make sure we find a way of unlocking that door, and we haven't quite found the solution to that all the time on a regular basis. And I think Ben and Kenny will help our other players to be able to do that in the future.
Going back to that Crew game, there'll be many aspects that please you, particularly the dominance, the possession and utilising it, but what do you need to see now to build on that point in these next two home games?
Yeah, I thought for an away team, we took the game right to him, and that's what we want to be. We want to be a team that dominates the ball and is on the front foot. We don't go there to win the game and not to lose the game. We didn't sit in and have everyone behind the ball, and Crew have got good attacking players and cause a lot of problems. They beat MK Dons 2-0, they beat Wigan 3-0. So they're scoring goals and keeping clean sheets, and we reduced them to very, very little in the game. We had a lot of the play, lots of balls into the box. We just didn't. They defended very well, I have to say, in the box, but we didn't probably have that little bit of guile, intelligence, or a ball just didn't drop for us often enough. It did for Wardy once, and he finished it well, but not quite enough in and around the final third, and wasn't for the want of trying. We were pushing forward right to the end of the game to try and win the game. We weren't, again, defending the lead, defending the point. We were going to win the game and get 3 points, and that's what we want to be, home or away, to build an identity where we attack in every moment of the game. And I'm sure, hopefully, when we have the time to implement that, then the supporters will really appreciate a team that is on the front foot always.
And just finally, Charlton on Tuesday night, they've had quite a bit of change on and off the pitch.
Yeah.
What are you expecting from the opposition?
Yeah, they've had a bit of an inconsistent start, but then obviously under new ownership recently, and they've obviously been very active in the transfer window in the last week, 10 days, and brought in a lot of players. Obviously just being relegated from the Championship, they've got some good players anyway, and they've added to that. So they're probably looking for, a bit like us, looking for that little bit of consistency, looking for what's their best team and how do the relationships work best together within their group. But they've got some good players, strong team, and they're going to have aspirations of being right up there and probably going straight back into the Championship. So it's going to be a really tough game. But we want tough games, and we want to test ourselves against good opposition, because I believe we are good opposition, and I think it'll be a really good game on Tuesday.